kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Vols want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
First down and more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Just plowing ahead. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. They want to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Volunteers. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Buys a little extra time. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So here comes the Auburn offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Volunteers are flying down the field.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Good timing on the quick out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Staley. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Pass play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Third down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks, it's Thomas. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and lead the clock. The Vols are in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. All the way way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Fires into the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Vols!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll line up to go for two. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
To the ground with the back. Shakes off the defender. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Gain of 5. Offense facing fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Grab near the marker, it's Coleman. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Got his man out of the backfield. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Vols moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man. It's Matthews. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you gotta have it. You gotta be on the same page, and they were there.
Calls his own number. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Pocket breaking down. target to the left. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The snap sets up to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
First down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Got enough space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Volunteers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Here comes the two-point try.
29 Philly.
Pucks it out of the air. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback with these situations. You drop so many guys back deep, but as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.